Hello everyone and welcome to another radio show with your hostess, SOFIA KIOROGLOU, author of the series of books Mystical Experience in the Holy Land, In the Footsteps of Jesus and Higumen Ignatius Raxa. We haven't produced a radio show in English for quite a while, and because you have been asking in the comments why I haven't been translating, the sermons of Father Euphrosyne, the Sabbaite, here I am today with a translated segment of Father Euphrosyne's videos on ecumenism and the vaccination, and of course the mark of the beast. So let's get started, shall we? Apart from the honorable holy memory of the 42 fathers today, we are sent a very strong message of the last apostasy. The message calls us to remain immaculate and pure in the faith, but mainly in the practice of faith to remain spotless from the impurity of the sects, much worse than Arianism, which have completely taken over the Church of Christ, especially from the heretical of the now vaccinating ecumenism, which has now desecrated all our sacred dogmas. Unfortunately, this beast is not enough as before for an institutional alteration of all dogmas, but for the very first time in history, officially and cunningly, it acts psychosomatically and technologically to deactivate the grace of holy baptism. How? Because you have been asking me, and here is the answer. I didn't have time to translate all this, but today I have decided, to do this job. The answer to how this, deactivation of the grace of holy baptism is operated comes along these lines, as answered by Father Euphrosyne. By the Antichrist and the immoral new vaccination of the faithful, which is clearly followed by magnetic seal, that is, by a seal of Satan's instruments, which unfortunately cannot be removed, nor will the usual formal repentance of lukewarm Christians who are pierced by the devil. We live in pastoral problems, unprecedented and difficult to solve, where we also have a complete lack of orthodox efforts to fight for orthodoxy and to proclaim repentance for the massive denial of the truth. Unfortunately, in fact, all the local Orthodox churches serve and impose through circulars this Antichrist, this pseudo-medical and unholy system. Even some bishops who are somewhat opposed do not prevent with strict sermons of repentance the vaccination of the sensible sheep. On the contrary, they help the revealing satanic frenzy, which has begun by divine concession, the work of the final Antichrist, who, of course, will not personally seal anyone, since he alone will confirm, simply and gradually, his dominion over those already marked by the false prophet with a number of Christians, products of his own companies. The second part of his sermon is entitled The Complete Lack of Simple Shepherds, a Critical Point of the Times. So here we have an instruction, an exhortation, on his part, coming along these lines. So let's read it. We're called brethren in fully apocalyptic days, or rather nights, to not only remain standing in the faith and very often all alone, but to become practical and obvious witnesses, now confessing Christ, without the help of earthly high priests sacrificially denying of new idols, and completely separated from a spiritual society with the erring and omnipotent church of our opposite state. There is no other way of safe salvation now. Don't run away with the idea, my friends, that visiting the local churches can save us now, because they have bowed to the Antichrist, my friends. So, as he continues, Neither will the words, nor the letters, nor the inner faith save us when we communicate with the unbridled, unpunished, and by God already excommunicated and unrepentant heretical ecumenists. There is no such thing as a third Holy Grail. Come on. This is a delusion and a fairy tale when the heresy is writ large, rolling out, no longer in front of us, but inside us. So we resist hierocanonically, humbly, and courageously, with complete separation from the blasphemous clergy and shrines of idolatry, forever fighting and hoping for the emergence of new saintly fathers and the good efforts of the Church. I hope you have enjoyed this radio show. Many people have been asking about Father Euphrosyne and his sermons. So here is a translation of one of his beautiful and very constructive sermons. God willing, we'll be bringing more of these because time is short. And we have work, and what with one thing and another, we cannot afford, to upload, radio shows every month. But we will try. Okay, thank you for your comments and your appreciation. Anything you want to share with me, a question or whatever, you can share it in the comment section.